Welcome to the bright side of the moon, a journey of magic and wonder, and most of all, beauty.
On the news, just guns and bombs, never rights and only wrongs. The old still son, the young to die, protecting their piece of pie. You know it's just our world, our world. Say love it, you know it's just our world, our world. Say love it.
Chapter 20. The Bright Side is Calling. Paris, France. In Frankfurt, the audience had been very violent. They were throwing beer cans and other paraphernalia on the stage. Some of the flavor of the beauty I found in the shows was wearing rather thin, and I was getting a bit battle-worn. Life on the road with a child and a nanny and struggling with my diet was proving a challenge. We traveled to city after city, from hotel to gig after gig. The Floyd were used to touring, yet does one really ever get used to it, I wondered. There is a buzz, for sure, mixed with hardship, being away from home. I often heard David's voice singing, "Home, home again. I like to be there when I can." After 5 more gigs, we reached Paris, where the Floyd were to play at the Pavillon de Paris. Roger, David, and I were in one of the cars which was taking us to the gig. There was a drive to the back entrance that was about a block long, with a brick wall on the left and a high fence on the right, with only room for a car, never mind our limo. When we turned into the drive, there were fans waiting, hundreds of them. They were all packed in, waiting up to the gate. The driver went slowly into the crowd, but there was really nowhere for them to go except on top of our car and squashed against each other against the wall. Shocking. I started to laugh hysterically, and Roger looked over to David and asked, "Why is she laughing?" David said, "That is what she does when she is extremely panicked." First I laughed, because I could not believe what I was seeing, as the driver kept moving forward. And then, as it worsened, I laughed hysterically because my heart hurt at what I was seeing. They were screaming and banging on the car, their faces pressed against the windows. Their anxiety was a mixture of excitement that their stars were so close and, I'm being crushed. I wanted to get out, but there was no way that I could do so. I had to close my eyes and hold David's hand tightly and found refuge against his shoulder until the nightmare was over. This was just one of many experiences which the animal tour seemed to attract. The album and the gigs portrayed this very aspect of our supposed modern culture and our right to freedom, and yet there it was, our inhumanity and the lie. The tour was a reflection of the sorrowful state of what was happening in the world. In addition, the topic played on stage was also becoming backstage. It was filtering into our home life. However, we continued concert after concert, baby in tow. I often wondered, what keeps us going? But I guess until the pus festers, a wound cannot heal. Things started to change. Roger's unending pain and anger placed a dark shadow over everything expressed in his lyrics. I've witnessed many times how the music had made his anguish palatable. I saw how David's heart struggled to be heard and Rick retreated into silence, as if they were carrying a heavy stone. And somewhere amongst this turmoil of life, a creative force rose above the storm, touching our hearts out there on the other side of the wall. Their music brought an archetypal message that one could rise above the challenges of life and to find beauty waiting. It was an incredible moment. I find that the beauty and also the wonder of the importance of beauty started to penetrate into my subconscious, to be awakened and revealed later in my life. But at that moment, it was incredible, and it kept happening. The chaos of what humanity is living in the world, held by the music, it was like the revealing of the shadow, but a transformation when it comes with beauty and the stillness of the unity of us all in the concert, listening, being held by some other wonderful power of being human. It transforms the chaos. I think Roger had the courage and the rest of the band to go with it and work on the transformation of the anger and the pain of the revelation, the exposure of the shadow of humanity. It's huge. We all were part of that, holding, supporting, and the hope that the beauty would help you to face the truth and have the courage to value what's wonderful about being alive on this earth. And that's my mission, more and more. And I know through my life that I have discovered that within me and what is within you, your potential. And we have to do it. There's no doing. It's being the beauty of who you are, and to beautify with your thoughts, your emotions. And yes, we have challenges to transform, but they always are an opportunity to reveal the wonder of life. So let's continue the journey. Thank you. Bye.